everyone. This is Fresh Friday. You know, y'all, we pushing forward. We're doing a quick Bible study. I don't say 15 minutes, but end up for that 2025. This is Fresh Friday. So we're gonna go ahead and start with prayer. Lord, I thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for being a blessing beyond measure. Thank you for your love, your grace, your unconditional love. Lord, I just want to give you all the glory and the praise. Lord, I want to pray for everyone in the whole wide world. I pray for their spirit, soul, mind, and body. Lord, if they don't know you, send somebody across their path and tell them about you, Lord, your word. If they do know you, Lord, give them a hunger and thirst and want to know you more and more because they be witness unto other people. Lord, I want to pray for the president, the vice president, all the government leaders in the U.S., in the United States, in our country. Lord, I want to pray for the president, the vice president, all the government officials in all other countries, territories, states, and all countries in all over the world, other parts of the world. Lord, as they make decisions, I pray that they ask you, the one who created heaven and earth, to guide them and lead them before they make decisions. They pray before you, Lord, before they make any decisions. In the name of Jesus, amen. All right, y'all, it is Fresh Friday. And some of you on Friday, I'll be really, really hyped, y'all. It's Fresh Friday. So y'all know that our topic is your gift, work, entrepreneur. And this is your six-figure income, part 5. Y'all, we're on part 5. We're on part 5. We're pushing forward. So, you know, we got to get started with our, right there. We got to get started with our base scripture. So we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 10. Uh-oh. Oh, my God, down. People flying everywhere. So Deuteronomy is in the Old Testament. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 15. Okay, right here. Verse 10. Okay. Thou shalt surely give him, and thy heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thy works and all that thou puttest thy hands to. Puttest thy hands to. Y'all always say that right. Puttest thy hands to. Psalms chapter 90, verse 17. Yep. Okay. And let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands establish thou it. And y'all know that we are pushing forward. I'm pushing forward. So I'm still challenging people. Still challenging y'all about trying to push forward to the 100 companies. So I'm gonna be introducing 2 more companies. I don't want to get the hands, Lord, the hands. You know, Lord, I give. Now, with that being said, this we have like I said, this is a series. And the book for Fresh Friday is John C. Maxwell, How Successful People Think, right? So with today, we're going to be concentrating on, it's really good. I'm telling y'all, it's really, really good. Y'all need to get it. So today, we're going to be concentrating on, I ran on engage in focused thinking. So focused thinking removes distractions and mental clutter so that you can concentrate on an issue and think with clarity. Focused thinking can do several things for you. 1, focused thinking harnesses energy toward a desired goal. Focus can bring energy and power to almost anything, whether physical or mental. So if you're focused on something, a desired goal, you want to take your time and just think about it. So your brain gives you energy. So you be like, okay, this is that goal I'm gonna reach. So you want to be focusing on it. Number 2, on what focusing can do for you is focused thinking gives ideas time to develop. The birthing of a potential breakthrough often results from sharing many good ideas. So as you thinking, you got your focus thinking on, it's gonna give that ideal time to develop. And I say that because I've got definitely with my sports company, and it's like I said, we're pulling companies out, left and right from what the Lord told me last year when I was in church. When the ideal comes to, even for a product, I focus about it, I think about it. and then I let the Lord show me how to create it. Even when I go and do some research on it, I still got to focus on it. He also said, John C. Maxwell said, he has discovered that a good idea can become a great idea when it's given focused time. So you got to give it some time. Focus on it. Give it some time. Okay. Also, he said, when focused thinking is at its best, not only does the idea grow, but so do I. Meaning that you grow as a person too. And I agree with him with that. You know, when you focus on something, and as it's growing, and I say even with my companies, as they're growing, I'm growing also too. Okay. Number 3, focused thinking brings clarity to the target. Okay, a clear focus help you to know the goal and to achieve it. So if you got a target and you're focusing on it, you know, you're giving it that focused time, and then it'll start bringing, like I said, bringing clarity to the target. So you keep your time, you're focusing on it, you're looking at that target, you know how to reach that target, and the more and more you focus on it, the thinking you do it, the more it becomes clearer to you. Okay. Number 4, focused thinking will take you to the next level. That is so true. The only way, he said, the only way to get to the next level is to focus. And that's just on anything, whether, you know, just not business, or if you're doing at work, if you have a project at work, you gotta focus on it to get to the next level, to complete that project. You know, this is something that he quoted this, and it's very interesting, and I want to read it. And he quoted this from Arthur Harry A. Overstreet. And he said that the immature mind hops from one thing to another. The mature mind seeks to follow through. So if there are some goals that you're trying to follow through, you're going to take your time and then follow through. You're not going to say, I thought about that. Okay, let me jump to this. You got to give it time. You got to focus time to follow through and let it, you know, develop and follow through. So you got to be mature about it. You know, when we're younger, I would say, you know, high school, going into college, you know, you're trying all different things because, you know, you're immature. You're like this, that, you know, all over the place, you know. But as as you start honing in on a goal or something, you're going to take your time and let that go. Gonna let it, you know, you got to be more mature and let it follow through. Give your time to follow it through. Don't get so frustrated, so I just give up right then and there. So that's coming with maturity. Comes with maturity. Mr. Maxwell always said that he said these are 4 areas that he dedicated. When he said, where should you focus your thinking? And this is what he said, he has 4 areas. And he said your areas might be different, but these are his 4 areas: leadership, creativity, communication, and intentional networking. And I thought about that. I said, you know, that is a good 4 to focus your thinking on. And he said the way to figure that out with those 4 areas, with leadership, creativity, communication, and intentional networking, identify your priorities. Let's talk about that first. We always say, you know, we know our strengths, right? So focus on your strengths. Focus on the strength that gives you the best of your skills and your God-given. He put on there your God-given talent. And I always been talking about this since we've talked about the gift, the talent that God has given us, to focus on that. You know, focus on your talent that God has given you. This was something else he said. And I said, I got to read this to you guys because it's really interesting. He said, do what you enjoy most and do best. And I've always been saying that, you know, what really makes us happy is something we're doing, and it's so easy for us to do it, and we're happy doing it. It might not even be your 40-hour work week. Then he said he has an 80-20 rule. Give 80% of your effort to the top 20% most important activities. I'm going to read that again. The 80-20 rule. He said give 80% of your effort to the top 20% of your most important activities. And that is so good. When I read that, I said, man, that's, you know, really good. He said it comes down to this: give your attention to the area that will bear fruit. And you know that's in the word, right? You know you want to bear fruit. And if you're using your God-given talent, it's gonna bear fruit. It's gonna bear After you identify your priorities, the next thing he said is to discover your gifts. Discover your gifts. And you know what's interesting? He said if you're going to focus your thinking in your areas of strength, you need to know what they are. So you have to take the time out and sometimes you might go to family and friends, you know, and sometimes they might see a gift in you that you just do naturally. And sometimes it's good to go to them and ask them, what gift do you see in me? And make sure you just, listen to them and then go to God. Because, sometimes we'll have family and friends think we should be doing something. And it might not be what God wants us to do. But still, it's no problem getting, you can get their opinion and get some advice. Then you can reflect on some of the stuff that you have been doing in the past and see have it's been successful. The next thing he said it was to develop your dreams. And I thought that was very interesting. He said, as you get older and more experienced, the need to focus becomes more critical. The farther higher you go, the more focused you can be and need to be. So, and I was saying that earlier, when you're young, you're all over the place, But, when you start getting older and, you're like, okay, now I can't jump this, that, and there, I have to, what are my talents and gifts that the Lord, the gift that he has gave to me, and I'm going to give it, I'm just critical thinking. I'm going to focus on some critical thinking on where the Lord wants me to be, where he wants me to go. So you got to, as you get more experience and you get older, you're going to take your time. Because, you hear, you always hear saying, if I was younger, that'd been a different story. That 10, 15 years ago, been a different story. But now I'm not jumping off like that or popping off like that or something like that. You kind of breathe before you might say something or do something. Take your time to think about it. Okay. Now, how can you stay focused? First one, he said to remove distractions. So I said that's interesting. And distractions can be from a lot of things that you're doing that's not even generating any or bearing any fruit. Or distractions could be friends, family. Some people you hanging around, you probably shouldn't be hanging around with anything like that. I gotta change that date. I'm sorry, I just noticed the date up there needs to be changed. He said, do first thing first. Activities that give you the highest return. That way you'll keep the distractions to a minimum. Second, insulate yourself from distractions. So you block out your time without interruptions. Okay. And I'll read this because, again, what he said about because he has different companies, he says he's always aware of the tension between my need to remain accessible to others as a leader and my need to withdraw from them to think. So sometimes, yes, you're going to be accessible to people because you are, if you are in your own company, and if you are in a leadership role, supervisor role, whether you in business, military, or, it doesn't matter. But there's going to be time, even in I'm going to say, even in a relationship, there's going to be time when you're going to pull yourself away just to do some me time. And ain't talking about, just to focus to think. And, we ain't talking about go away or something like that, especially in a relationship. We talking about, you might need to take some 15, 20 minutes. You could be going to the store. You might need something. That's my quiet time to go, if I'm going to the store, driving to the store, or driving to think. And I've shared this. Whenever I'm traveling, I could probably say that is my thinking time. I think a lot, but that's really my time where I'm focusing on a lot of stuff. The Lord's talking to me about a lot of stuff, not just with my ministry, but even with my businesses and stuff like that. The ideas that come, and it's my time to think. Everything. Okay, number 2, make time for focused thinking. Okay, so what he's saying is that if you're trying to focus, if you're trying to accomplish many things at the same time, you'll get more done by focusing one task at a time. So let's say you got a deadline, you got a lot of things going on, left, right, in front of you and all that stuff. And if you try to hit this, hit that, there, and try to get everything done, you again, you're all over the place. So you take one task at a time and say, okay, what's the more important? Let me get this done. And you know, you put them in priorities to knock them down instead of going from one task and another. Try to complete this task and then do the next task. Uh, keep items of focus before you. So I know like these last two companies I was working on, and some of the stuff had already been done, and I had put it to the side, so I had to bring it back in front of me. It's okay, I didn't have it completed before Fresh Friday live broadcast, so I had to keep it back, bring it back in focus in front of me this week, so I made sure they were done. And there was some other stuff besides I was going to start working on for another company, but I knew it was going to be ready for Friday, so I just put it to the side. Saying it's not going to be ready, so I'm not going to even introduce it. So I brought on the items I needed to stay and focus before me. Set goals. That's the next one. Set goals. Goals are very, very important. And when you start thinking about the goals, these are the three things up on the list that he said. Make sure, as you think about your goals, make sure they're clear enough to be kept in focus, close enough to be achieved, helpful enough to change lives. And I was like, wow. And then also to make sure you write down your goals. I know we're in tech, IT, tech, call it a tech world now. Everybody want, as I say, type it in or text it in and save it. Listen, but sometimes it's good to write it down on paper. Sometimes it's really good to write it down on paper. He said something else was very interesting. He said he took the advice from David Belasco. If you can write your idea on the back of your business card, you don't have a clear idea. No, if you can't, I'll take that back. If you can't write your idea on the back of your business card, you don't have a clear idea. And that's interesting because, I have business cards, and I was like, wow, there's been times I've wrote stuff on the back of my business card that somebody gave me an idea or something. And I would write on it. If I didn't have no paper, I would put it on my business card, write on the back of it, and then put it in another part of my wallet because then I didn't want to put it back with other business cards. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, so I'm not there. I'm there, So I was like, that's really really good. And then every sometimes you write some stuff down, whether it's on the back of your business cards on paper, and you might sit it on your desk. And I have and I keep stickies around me all the time. I'll go for idea come out, go put it even on the sticky if I can't find my business card or something like that. And I'll probably put it on my desk or in my room or somewhere. And even I'll go back years and see something I wrote down. And then I'll be like, and I'm looking at something now about another magazine I wrote down 4 years ago. But I've always kept it sticky with me. So eventually I want to get to that ideal and make it come to fruition. So I was like, that's really good because it might not be ready for the idea right now, but once you wrote it down, you might have to go back months or years and be ready to develop it. Okay. Next thing he said, question your progress. Take a look at yourself from time to time to see whether you're actually making progress. So you got to look back and see, okay, how far have I came to make progress? And I look back at when we started the encouragement letter, then started the magazine. So encouragement letter started in 2019. I mean, not 2019, I'm a year ahead, right? 2009. And then the magazine was created in 2010. And I know like every 2 years, I will look back and see how far I've come, So I know when the Lord gave me the idea to start the sports pillows, and that was in 2013. And I look back when I went and started being at the base in 2014. Yeah. We selling my start for the mini pillows, and then I started with NFL, then I started with NBA, and that was in 2014. Yeah. So when I came back from Chicago from the internship, I came back, and I'll never forget one of the guys at the VA had. He said, "I've been looking for you." I said, "Well, I was out of town doing some work and stuff." He said, "You still have any more mini pillows?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'll never forget. He asked me, "So what you gonna do with that?" I mean, seriously, what are you gonna do with that? Those mini pillows? Because I can see so many things you could do with it. And I know somebody asked me, said, "Have you thought about going on base?" And I was like, "No, not really." I said, "But I'll look into it." And I started looking into it. So That was in 2014, and then I went fast forward to 2015 when I looked back from 2014, and I looked at the progress of ideas that people have given me, and you know the different products that were coming along. And I went to 2016, and I looked, and I was like, wow, we have about 30 different items. So then in 2017, when the Lord told me they start pulling some of those different lines you got and make them their own company. So I look back from starting and listening to the Lord and see how much progress. Like you said, you want to see how much progress. I've made so much progress. Now we're at, like I said, introduced 2 more companies. I think they put me at 15 companies. But going back from the initial of him telling me to, do the start the e-letter, and then with the magazine, and then, guiding me in the experience in different places with the magazine, then when it was time for the little sports pillar, then how it has escalated. So you want to look back and see, your progress over the time. So next thing he's talked about, what are you giving up to go up? And I was like, and that's really interesting. So true, so true, so true. You got to give up some stuff. There's been a lot of things I give up. Kind of just wasting my time to go up, to go up. So first thing he said, you can't know everyone. And if you're an outgoing person, you love to be out, you like to be this with that, these people, this group, that group, always doing something and stuff. He said what he decided to do, it was very interesting because I know my inner circle has gotten smaller too. He said he chose a stronger inner circle of people. That's that you can't be everyone, and you can't know everyone. You can know a small group, but they might know some people, but you can't know everyone. So I thought that was really interesting. Another thing he said I can't do everything. That's true. So he had this other practice I thought was really good. He said he did this 10-80-10 principle rule. This is what the people that works for him. So this is what he said. He said, I help with the first 10% by casting vision, laying down parameters, providing resources, and giving encouragement. Then once they've done, then once the people works for him have done the 80%, he'll come back and help out with the other 10% to help them take to whatever to the rest of the way. So he put the cherry on top, and I thought it was very, very interesting. So when he first started, when you got a project, you got people working for you. You want to show this is what I want to do. This is what we're trying to accomplish and everything. The 10%. Then he hand off and let them do the 80%, the bulk of the work, because they work for him. And then when it's almost time for completion, he come back at the end 10%. That's interesting because you want other people to succeed. You don't want to be hovering over them. God, I want to do exactly like this. You got to let them be creative too, as well. Another thing he said about what are you giving up to go up is he said he can't go everywhere. And he said at first he thought, well, travel, he'd be a speaker and all this, he would do all that. He realized that he was clocking a lot of miles and stuff. And you can't go everywhere. When somebody asks you, can you come here, can you come there, come there. Sometimes you just can't go everywhere, So I was like, this interesting. Another thing he said, I can't be well rounded. So I said, okay, let me read into this. He said, being focused also keeps me from being well rounded. I tell people 99% of everything in life I don't need to know about. Okay. So how you people say, okay, then you're a well-rounded person, this, that, all this stuff. What he's trying to say is a lot of times some of this stuff you don't want to know. You don't want to know everything because you're trying to focus on a lot. And if you so well-rounded, sometimes it can hurt you. Sometimes you might have somebody that is working with you, can be that well-rounded person and tell you about this and tell you about that. It's just that you don't have to know about everything. So that way, I said, it's really interesting. He said, his wife keeps him aware of everything, so that way it keeps him totally, he won't get totally out of balance in life. So I was like, okay, I get that. That was really good. I like that. So this was the last thing. I'm gonna leave you with what he said, and we're gonna introduce my next two companies. He said, being willing to give up some of the things you love in order to focus on what has the greatest impact isn't an easy lesson to learn. But the earlier you embrace it, the sooner you can dedicate yourself to excellence in what matters most. So sometimes it's hard to let things go, or even people go, as you're trying to go up in life. And some people say it ain't that you're not forgetting about them, but everybody can't go to that level with you. You know, you might start off with certain circle of friends at certain levels, but as you keep growing, only so many are going to go with you to that next level, and that's really your inner circle. Everybody can't go up as you're going up, and if you try to bring everybody up with you, you're not going to go up. I can think of an entertainer, and I'm not going to call the name, and when he started off, I mean, he was, yes. And he always had to bring everybody from his hometown, this and that, and everything, because he was trying to help everybody. Okay, I'm coming up, you coming up too. And um, he only made it so far. He didn't come back there. That taught me a lesson that as you are growing up, yes, you would love to bring everybody from your family, your friends, and everybody that started off with you, but they might not make it to that level. I never forget my daughter told me something. Uh, when I started the children's magazine, and I never forget when I was, letting her know, okay, I'm gonna start a children's magazine, and she said, "Mama, your vision is your vision, and all of us might not go where you're going, but you have to keep going with your vision." So, and that was really important to me. To just let me know that even though we started off with you with the e-letter and the first magazine, and we might dab into this next magazine, but as you're growing, we might not go to that level because it's your vision. And that's what some people, you have to really understand. Sometimes you're gonna give up. It's not that you're gonna say, hey, how you doing or nothing like that. It's just as you grow, the level that where you were at, some people are not going to really go that far. And then you're going to have some people going to get mad because you're going up and they don't want to go up. And so they want you to stay right there because that's where they're comfortable at in your vision right there. But as your vision grows, if they cannot grow up, they go up with you, then they have to be understanding, and that's where they're stopped at. That's where they have, as far as they could go. You have to give up some of those friends when it comes to your business or even your ministry. And be honest, because you'll grow, and some people are only at certain levels, and you got to keep growing. They were there for a season, and you got to keep growing and stuff like that. Like I said, this is a really, 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 really good book. Really, really good book. So with that being said, we're gonna introduce my next two company. So we are a company on to make sure I got it right. Yeah, 14 and 15. And the number 14th company, and I haven't gave a name for this company, so I'm definitely gonna need some help, y'all. So it is my shoe company. So with that being said, so y'all can see the little baby shoes right here I created. Yes, roll tie, and all with my hands, roll tie. See how cute it is, and they got the little soft inside. See if y'all can see it. Yeah, so that's the fleece side. The under. Yeah, they're really cute. So we're making a lot of these for the little babies. Okay. My next shoe with the shoe company is they are so cute. I was like, okay, I am not a Boston Celtics fan, but I'm telling y'all, when I made these, I was like, these are bad. Yeah, I might wear these tonight. So we'll be making some more. Like I said, I haven't came up with a shoe company name, so y'all might have to help me. All right. So, but these are really nice. So see how soft that is. So in the inside, they soft on the inside. So we got some cushion on the inside and right there. They big old feet and everything in the Boston section. So that's how you can see the NBA right there, and you see the little spot on the back. But they really nice, right? See? Yeah. So those are what? The Celtics. Yeah. So they're really nice. So, well, those are the house shoes for shoe company. So this other shoe I came up with, like I said, I start something years and years ago, and if it don't work the way I want, I'll revamp it. You know what I'm saying? Revamp it. So these are what? Flip flops. So look at these. Bam. So you know who that is? OKC, y'all. Oklahoma City Thunder. Yep, you know, KD's play for them, you know, Russell's with them, you know what I'm saying? Right, and James Harden used to play for them too, but he was Houston. But you know, see how ain't they really cute? So you can walk around with your team, you know, throw your little OKC shirt or use some jeans, you know, or some shorts in the summer, and you go around flip flop. You know what I'm saying? So they are really cute. I'm sorry, let's see. Okay, yeah, they're really cute, right? Yes. So that's the shoe company, company number 14. Like I said, I haven't came up with a name, so I'm gonna need some suggestions and everything. Y'all come up, help me out. Now, with that being said, the next one, okay, we pull it over. I'm gonna bring them all up. So, I gotta get a name for this company too, but it's I gotta get a name in the front of it, but it's gonna be company. The name of the company is called Cup of Candles. So you think, what's that mean? So look, so like I said with your hands. So these cups I bought years. I had made some stuff like two, like 2 years ago, but then I revamped it and I decided to put on like this one say God is love. So you got a little white. I'm sorry, you got a little white. My bad. God is, see, God is love. So I got a little white candle in there with the little blue marbles around, and then on top you can see the little cute little things I put on there on top. You see how cute that is? White candle. So that's that first one. This one is, let's say, this is GIGAT. God is good all time. So that has a white candle with the green rocks in it. I call it rocks or marble. Okay, the marbles and a little green. That's it. Yeah, and a little green things on top. That's really cute, right? Okay, those two. Then we got this red one, and it says favor. Y'all see it? Favor, favor, favor. Okay, y'all can see it like that. I'm sorry. Favor, and it has some little red. These are little some red rocks and some little white rocks too, and a red candle and stuff. And it's really cute, right? So this next one is this another one. This one's a favorite too. Now this candle is a dark blue, light blue, and white all in one. And I put some blue little marbles on there, some blue on top too. So it was like just very creative. And then this last one, this says favor. It's like silver favor, and it has a lavender colored candle in it with some white rocks. So that is the couple candle companies. Like I said, you just get creative. Just get very, very creative with your ideas. I got to give that. I'm gonna give it a name in front of it, in front of the couple candles, and we got to name the shoe company too. So I'm definitely need some suggestions from you guys. All right, I got it. Yeah. So with that, we're gonna do our last scripture. So we need to close because we went over again. It's usually supposed to be 15 minutes, but I think I might have changed Fresh Friday to 30 minutes. And so we need to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 10. So y'all know that's in the what? New Testament, New Testament, New Testament. Yep. For even when we were with you, this we command you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. And you know, I say that every Friday. And again, we're not talking about people that are sick, we're not talking about children, or people, you know, we're talking about if you're going through job changes or something like that, or you just sitting on somebody's couch and you know, they gave you a room or something to get up, cook, clean up, do the yard. I mean, they got a yard, but if you cook and clean every day, I mean, because they feed you, right? Then, you know, like I said, you can start your own business, catering business. You can start a cleaning business in the house or something like that. So you still can generate some income or something like that. But, you know, if the people are helping you out, you know, do something, you know, to help them out. You know, just don't sit around and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So even if you go in there, organize a pantry or their closet. And that's it. You can start your own company. Be organized, you know what I'm saying? So we all have talents and gifts. So with that being said, we're gonna close in prayer. Like I said, Fresh Friday, and y'all can see the different sites that I'm on up there. Of course, Facebook, YouTube channel, Keisha Hilt, Instagram, Keisha Uzi1, Twitter at Hilt, Keisha, Snapchat, Keisha Uzi1, Pinterest, KEI 4803. LinkedIn and Google Plus is Keisha Hill, and I added Google Plus last night. So that's another one. I'm going to go ahead and get all the videos uploaded probably later on this evening because there's some more videos on Google Plus that I get uploaded. So he said we're pushing forward, we're pushing forward, we're pushing forward. Next week, we have Tuesday Bible study at 6 p. to 7 p. Y'all know I don't give the title. Lord will let me get the title today. Next Wednesday is Wonderful Wednesday, 8 p. to 10 p. Usually put on 5 to 10 minutes. That title is Transformers. It's gonna be really good. And then Thursday is Thursday morning treat. We are on part. I think we should be on part 5. Yeah, on part 5. Thursday morning treat, and that's your assignment. So like I said, and then back to Fresh Friday, it's gonna be part 6. Thursday and Friday series are gonna be lasting a while, so we're just building on the series. So if you haven't got a chance to watch it, please go back and check out one of the channels and watch it. Okay, so we're gonna get ready and go. Oh, I forgot to show y'all something. I apologize. And I usually show this on your 6-figure income, right? So I'm gonna show it to y'all. So if you got 100 companies, you get 100 from sales. That's 10,000 a month times 12. It's $120,000. 6-figure income. It's just minimum just minimum $100. You know you can make more than that. But like I said, and then I always show this how you work on your companies. You know, you see Monday, you do 17 companies, 30 minutes. Tuesday, 16 companies, 30 minutes. And you know, see how it is? Monday's 8 hours and 30 minutes. Tuesday's 8 hours. And you see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And like I said, if you work Monday through Friday, say, Kisha, I can't do 100 companies. But if you do want to try to do a challenge on Saturday, you can get to just 17 companies and see what you can do. And just be creative. You know, like I said, be creative. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna have to close out. We went over. I apologize. So we might just stay in Fresh Friday after 30 minutes, right? Okay, anyway, but we're gonna close in prayer and everything. I thank y'all for watching me. Everything, like I said, check out my other channels and everything. Lord, I thank you for the word that's came across. I thank you for our hearts and ears to be able to receive and use in our daily life. I thank you for the talents that you have given everyone, that God given talent. And Lord, as they pray before you, you know, show them what their talent is, that they their gift is. Not only just a gift for them, but for them to ask when somebody come and talk to them about, you know, their gift and everything. They'll be able to minister to them about the love and the way you show them their gift. And Lord, I thank you for your unconditional love, your grace, your mercy, your peace, your joy. In the name of Jesus, amen.